Wisehub presents. You should be aware of these 5 clever psychological hacks and tricks. Your performance at work, in social situations, and in general will improve as a result of the psychological techniques listed below. These psychological strategies have consistently been employed by successful people. They will give you the chance to acquire significant advantages and more control over potential outcomes in many areas of your daily life. Learn how to increase your self-assurance at work, school, and play by using these clever psychological strategies. Number 1. The power of silence. Have you ever been in a predicament where someone asked you a question about something you'd rather not share? We've all probably experienced situations like this countless times, so it's pretty safe to assume. There is a way to trick people into saying more than they mean to, though. Use the power of silence to achieve this as a simple psychology trick. Remain silent and continue to stare at someone if you don't like their response. In most cases, the awkward silence and firm contact will induce them to break the ice by disclosing more. Number 2. Use subliminal signals. This is particularly effective and a little manipulative if the person is suggestive. Therefore, use it sensibly and morally. Most of the time, we want someone to respond favorably. We always want people to join us, whether we're trying to sell something or advance a particular idea. A strong way to persuade someone to agree with you is to nod while trying to convey your point. Since most people enjoy imitating, they will probably nod in agreement as you speak. Their brains will then receive the message that they must concur with you as a result of this. Number 3. Create a false attribution of arousal. When you're dating, this psychological hack comes in very handy. Make sure to take someone somewhere exciting to get their heart racing the next time you go on a date with them so that there will be some adrenaline involved. Take a roller coaster ride or see a scary movie, for example. In general, any adrenaline-inducing activity will psychologically deceive your date into believing that their arousal is due to you rather than the activity. Number 4. Provide a choice. Whenever you want someone to make the choice you want them to, give them a choice that fits your decision-making criteria. For instance, don't ask kids if they want to do something if you want them to. Instead of asking, "Do you want some vegetables?" they most likely don't want to do it anyway. Asking them directly, "Do you want broccoli?" gives them a choice. Or perhaps you'd like to try some of those delectable baby carrots. Having the option to decide even though you have already made the choice for them will give the kids the impression that they have a lot of power. Not only does this clever little hack work with children, it also helps you get your way with adults, like your waiter does it to you all the time. Number 5. Use passive voice. Passive voice can be bad and improper in research writing. However, being passive in social situations can greatly aid in maintaining cohesion and rapport. So, say the book wasn't sent rather than that you didn't send it to me. Take note of how the two sentences differ from one another. In contrast to the second, which emphasizes the book in this instance rather than the first one sounds accusatory. You can easily avoid confrontation and conflict by speaking in the passive voice. Now that you are aware of some of these psychological ploys, remember that they are not always used to subtly influence others. Instead, it is meant to assist you in realizing when and places where you and others are psychologically most vulnerable. What types of psychological ploys do you employ? What appears to function the best for you? Post your comments below.